Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds Murder on Eridanos. And this is what I was talking about, guys. If you look like right there at the bottom of the bottle of Spectrum Brown, there's a surprise at the bottom. And it's not the tequila worm, but it is it's definitely something. It's the slugs that cause the mandatory happiness that we've been seeing in the RR and DD lab. Now, we also got ourselves a really awesome vodka gun, which I can't wait to check out.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollination cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time.
That's convenient.
Releasing the waspitos for pollination. Cycle is now in progress.
Do you hear buzzing?
Yeah, not the kind of buzzing I'd hope for, though. What do these things look like? Oh, Lord, hi. Hey. You leave. That robot. Hello. It's hard to... Oh, there we go. We will disperse with bullets.
Ah, my eyes!
You're fine.
Ah, I can't see!
You better, Nyoka?
Who's ready for more?
Ooh, I gotta get used to that. That is no bueno. I've been swarmed by insects too many times. You're no longer your best when being attacked by them. Probably not the best thing for us to deal with right now.
Mosquito stings have been known to cause auditory confusion before death. So if you cannot understand this message, that may be why.
Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and deal with the swarms. Now we're actually heading into this area we saw before. Oh god.
Go!
Bring it! Alright, these things are kind of horrible. Well, y'all need to be focusing. You are not gonna Macaulay Culkin me.
Reminder, mosquitoes are aggressive pollinators who have been known to be extremely territorial.
We good?
Nailed him, Captain!
Good God. Okay, I don't recommend that. But we got more on the horizon.
Behold Rizzo's all-natural orchards, trademark. Unlike our competitors, who think they can do better than nature, we let nature take its course, only better. Instead of the lowly honeybee, at Rizzo's we have crossbred wasps and mosquitoes to create the all-natural wasquito, copyright. With their elongated proboscises and stingers, these hardy insects are capable of both pollinating our lovely fragrant fruit flowers while at the same time defending them from any and all pests that might harm them in any way. It's an all-natural solution to an all-natural problem, and it's all Rizzo's.
Oh yeah, Auntie Cleo would not be pleased with this.
Do not pick any fruit in the orchards. Should you encounter a swarm of wasquitos on your trip through the orchards, please refrain from defending yourself. Wasquitos are expensive to breed and maintain, and any damage to the swarms will be billed directly to you, or to your next of kin as appropriate. If you are caught outside during a pollinization cycle, Rizzo's recommends entering the fetal position and or feigning death. Speaking of death, Rizzo's also recommends avoiding the electric containment field surrounding the hive. Wasquitos are averse to the charge and will not come near the field, but most humans cannot sense changes in air current. Rizzo's assumes no responsibility for any visitor electrocutions.
So I'm wondering, can we sneak by the... Oh, there's no sneaking. There's just anger.
Go.
Get him, ladies. Oh, Ellie is down.
Nice one.
Res up. We got stuff to do.
Most of them.
At least we know all the wasp-mosquitoes are out there. I think.
Here's hoping. We didn't go in here before. We probably should have now that I think about it. So remember...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
So we had someone who actually killed the doctor in the last episode, and I think I have an idea as to who that is now that I've been kind of running the evidence through my head, and it was something that was mentioned in one of the journal entries in the last episode as well. I think that it may be the person they were talking about who was called Slug. I forgot who it was. It may have been like the guard, like talked to someone, and they called themselves Slug. So I think this may be like, maybe the mother slug. I'm not sure. It's just whoever did that was incredibly quick. This multi-purpose tool will be nondescript anywhere else, but there's something strange about it.
Tool is comprised of 99% plastic, 0.5% steel, and 0.5% carbonated sugary beverage. Trace amounts of kerosene, alcohol, hydrazine, and liquid hydrogen also detected.
You'd recognize that mix of chemicals anywhere. It's rocket propellant. This tool must have previously been used somewhere near involved in refueling ships. Inspect the casing. Casing is pockmarked and scratched. It's been well used. You also notice an inch-long steel panel haphazardly nailed to its side. Engineering 65. Construct a lever to remove the panel. As you collect a nearby rod of metal and sliding it beneath the panel, push down on it until the panel comes free. As it falls away, you can see that it was hiding the Slug logo.
So, what'd you find?
Well, it's likely that whoever released the wasp-mosquitoes was a Slug employee.
Does that mean we can toss them over the side of the complex when we find them?
There was also fuel traces on the multi-tool. Could be from the docks or distillation station.
Huh. Wonder why someone would leave it here.
The Orchard Sowing and Reaping Facility. Hive control, home screen, hive status active, pollinization cycle. Let's go ahead and abort said pollinization cycle. Recalling mosquito swarms to the hive. Check recent activity. Warning, the cycle initiated at the order of authorized user. Warning, this system has been illegally accessed by a person or persons not employed by the Rizzo's Corporation. Brute force to trigger an unscheduled pollination cycle was used to overwrite this device's protocols. Protected records and documents may be compromised. Caution is advised. To H. Lawson. From M. Chen. Hilda. Generally when two co-workers get blasted out of their minds on Spectrum vodka and one of them makes a joke about how wild it would be if someone put wasps and mosquitoes together, He doesn't wake up the next day with a promotion and a couple 100,000 rabid insects on his back porch. I can appreciate a good joke as much as the next guy, but I got a message earlier today about making sure I increase quarterly yields, and it wasn't from you. If you wanted to, I don't know, bail me out sooner rather than later, I'd be most obliged. Morris. Hey, Amaranth. Hilda, I'll put it bluntly. This place is one bad key press away from total disaster. Earlier today, I accidentally selected the Begin Pollinization Cycle function on this terminal. The cycle just activated. No password protection, no confirmation message, nothing. As it so happened, there was a scheduled tour making its way through the orchards at about that moment. Somehow that idiot groundskeeper's exterminator mechanicals got activated, giving the Waspitos something to sting that wasn't the tour group. Those people barely got away with their lives, and I don't think we'll be so lucky next time. My supervisor has apparently scheduled me for some kind of standard medical treatment, but when I come back, I better have a message from you apologizing for not responding to my messages and containing an immediate transfer to somewhere that isn't here. I've had enough. Apology. Hilda, I've reread my last message to you, and I feel I owe you the deepest and most heartfelt of apologies. I've been such an entitled bore since I received this promotion. In reality, I should have been thanking you. To oversee the day-to-day and coming and going of creatures as majestic as these Waspitos is a great honor. Congratulations on your promotion, by the way. I would have thought I'd be mad, especially considering how central my Waspitos were to your new position. But since that treatment, I found it difficult to stay mad about much of anything. I hope you enjoy Byzantium. Okie dokie. I'm not smiling big enough, I know. I'm ashamed. Ooh. Hello, friends. Where's the knockout? Oh, cripple. That's fine, too. Woo!
Nice one!
I can't hear you laughing!
Don't mess with us.
So they were out here doing stuff they shouldn't have been doing. I think we should be in good shape, though. But we do know that it was a slug employee who actually let these things off the leash, for lack of a better term. So let's look at the journal. Report to Administrator Ludovico. And we still need to speak to DeWitt, but we also found out that it was either the... Oh wait, hold on a second. Let's see. I think we've gone ahead and explored everything here that we can. Right? Oh no, we have not gone into the Purpleberry Puzzlehedges yet.
What do you think they've got in there? Rabid animals? Death traps?
We're about to find out.
Welcome to the Rizzo's Purpleberry Puzzlehedges, trademark. Grown on top of industrial sludge pit 27C, these unusually tall purpleberry trees have grown lush, luxuriant foliage and are literally bursting with extra specially piquant purpleberries.
Piquant?
As you wander through our winding maze, feel free to try a fresh purpleberry right from a branch. Maybe you'll discover our next new flavor. Limit 1 berry per customer. Do not try any purpleberries outside of the Puzzlehedges. Some visitors have speculated as to the presence of a treasure at the end of the maze. While Rizzo's has placed nothing like this in the Puzzlehedges, we still encourage you to explore to your heart's content. Should you experience dizziness, faintness, or simply get lost among the hedgerows during your exploration, please do not try to contact Rizzo's personnel. Simply shelter in place and rescue will arrive within 72 hours, guaranteed, excepting unplanned shutdowns and any other times deemed inconvenient by management. We hope you enjoyed your unguided tour through the orchards. Rizzo's company and employees are hereby absolved of any pain, injury, or disease that you may have suffered during your visit. Have a great day and visit us again soon.
Huzzah. Do you have the neck slugs? Samuel the Lawyer Hutz.
I've already told you 6 times, and I'll tell you 6 more. I don't want a fucking tour! You can badger me all you want. I don't care if I'm from Forest Mills. I'm here as an individual, and I have just as much right to be here as any other visitor. You're welcome to bring a lawyer if you really want to try to force me out, but I can guarantee you that I will bury them.
All right, Hunter. So, do you scream at every single person who approaches you, or am I special?
Don't play dumb with me. How many of you fools have I spoken to by this point? 7? 17? Wait a moment. You have all your teeth. You're not soaked in filth, and you don't look quite as slack-jawed as the regular Rizzo staff.
Aw.
Are you not with Rizzo's?
What makes you think I was a worker? Couldn't I be another visitor to the orchards?
Between the lockdown and the fiasco at the Grand Colonial, there are more interesting places for the average colonist to be, which leads me to believe you're no average colonist. Regardless, please inform me if you'd be interested in a job. I've spent enough time out here that I'm starting to itch. I do not enjoy itching. I'm sure you have questions.
And, well, first off, you said you work for Forest Mills?
I do indeed. Specifically, I'm their general counsel. Forest Mills, if you somehow don't know, owns Tile, Wentworth, Dock Rocket, and 24/7 Furniture. We're something of a big deal.
So you're a lawyer. And what are you doing all the way out here?
When the going gets tough, the lawyers start going. Some farther than others. I've been a junior lawyer for coming up on 20 years now. And quite frankly, I'm getting old. Hopefully, there will be enough legal kindling out here to fuel my firm for a while longer. And if I find that kindling, I stand to finally get my raise.
So you mentioned something about working together?
I did. You see, Rizzo's has been advertising a contest in the Puzzlehedges. Whoever gets to the center first gets a bottle of the first Spectrum ever made, the Spectrum Original. My interest, however, lies with the associated promise, the chance to attend the Spectrum Brown unveiling and meet Halcyon Helen.
Wait a minute. Helen's dead, but Rizzo's hasn't formally canceled the contest.
Indeed, you are a savvy one. Rizzo's can no longer make good on their promise, which means this entire contest is one big fraud case. All I need is a single piece of evidence. With the Spectrum Original bottle, which is located in the center of the Puzzlehedges, I will have all I need to sue Rizzo's for all they're worth. That's where you come in.
Why would Rizzo's give one of their original products away for free, though?
I don't know if you know this, but Rizzo's is on the outs. They're losing power and losing money. This was no doubt a desperate bid to regain some lost clout. That, or their marketing team is particularly spiteful. You know the saying, I'm sure. Why work for a promotion when sabotage takes half the time and a quarter of the effort?
So why does Forest Mills then want to sue Rizzo?
Technically, I sue not on behalf of Forest Mills, but for my own benefit. In arbitration, it might be difficult to argue that this contest is designed to slight Forest Mills. However, as it so happens, if my lawsuit takes a chunk out of their savings, then I can collect while also damaging their capital. It's a mutual win. I make millions, Rizzo's falls further from the board's good graces, and Forest Mills products look that much more valuable compared to Rizzo's trash.
Hey, Vito. Well, I'm not sure I understand why you need my help exactly. It is just a maze, isn't it?
Navigating the maze is normally no easy task. Rizzo's has no interest in giving their property, however old, away for free.
Hi, professional trailblazer here? We'll be fine.
I'm glad you're feeling confident, but this maze is deadly by design. And if that weren't enough, Zimmerman and Navarre don't want anyone sneaking away with their prize. The place is mined and rife with murderous mechanicals.
Is there anyone else trying to get the Spectrum Original?
2 buffoons, but persistent buffoons. There's that woman from Glacial Age who has perhaps never had an original idea in her life and hopes to pass the original off as her own. Then there's Navarre, who is strange. I suggested I give her the original after my lawsuit if we worked together, but she wouldn't hear of it. It must be hers alone, it seems.
All right. I'll go ahead and get you your prize.
Excellent. I look forward to finally being able to focus solely on legal matters. Oh, and keep an eye out for competitors. Odds are they'll be looking out for the original as well.
Claim the Spectrum original. Okay. And here's one.
Greetings. Have you brought your auto-mechanical to the service technician lately?
You know, what you just said sounds both banal and scripted enough to be the code phrase. Am I wrong?
Clever, aren't we? Should be careful. Making accusations like that could get a body into a lot of trouble. Anyway, forget it. You aren't the person I was looking for.
And how do you know I'm not?
You're not covered in a layer of dirt, fertilizer, and self-loathing. Listen, I don't know you, so I'd rather keep my admissions to a minimum without the presence of legal counsel. I was waiting for someone to give me information about these hedges. That's as much as you need to know.
Why do people who are hiding something always have so much to say about it?
I take offense to that. I think.
Oh, I get it. You must be one of the folks after the prize in the center of the hedges, too.
Shh, not so loud. Ah, damn it. I guess you already know. I am indeed looking for the prize. You've caught me.
So you're not the only one looking for the Spectrum original, I imagine?
Nope. There's a bottom feeder who sees an easy payday connected to it, but he's hardly worth considering. I also briefly engaged with an optimistic young woman intending to use the original as a springboard for upward mobility. Better than letting it rot, but still not ideal.
Well, if finding the bottle won't let you go to the unveiling, then why exactly are you here?
What interest have I in an unveiling? I don't watch much in the way of serials, and crowds only make it easier for people to get behind you.
Hey, Jalen.
I'm after the Spectrum original itself. And not to drink. Have you noticed that there's no trace of anything the corporations have done in the past? In fact, this contest for the original is the only time I've ever seen a corp refer to a prototype product not currently on the market. And why isn't it on the market?
Well, now that you mention it, that is a little bit strange.
Indeed. And it's happened before. Seems the Corp are trying to hide their past failings. Anyhow, it's valuable to me to collect that which might inform future generations.
You know, I already agreed to get the Spectrum original for someone else, I'm afraid.
Did you now? And how do you know the others aren't secretly Rizzo's agents who'll stab you in the back and take the bottle the moment you turn away? Give me the original and your actions will actually matter. I can promise you that.
Enough about that.
Think fast. Never know when someone will come out of a bush, bolt or pistol at the ready. Keep your voice down. Never know who might be listening.
So, who exactly are you?
Nobody of consequence. Think of me as an archivist. I collect that which the corporations have dismissed as failures and try to sweep under the rug. Take the recalled Spacer's Choice Powerhead. It was a shotgun shell on a stick, apparently supposed to be used like a spear. Had a tendency to ream the user's torso with buckshot.
Wow.
Corps don't want the common man to know about screw-ups like that, which is why I keep my actions decidedly in the shadows.
Hey, Liquid. Yeah, this is the final DLC for the game. Then you mentioned a prior Orchards contract? or contact?
I did. Someone I paid to inform on the orchards after I heard murmurs of a prize here. For security reasons, I never learned much about my contacts. All I knew about this one was that they were a groundskeeper. But the one here is either senseless or acting very well. Presumably, whoever I was in contact with was lying. Or they were found out and hurled off the side of Eridanos. It's a risk of the business.
Goodbye. Alright, so I guess we have the chance that once we get the thing, we'll have, like, multiple people we can hand it off to. That's interesting. Combat drone!
My sights.
Oh, Lord, okay. I just booted that one across the hedge. Oh, man. Drugs in the hedge maze. Sign me up? Huh. Oh. Gonna slight lag there for a second. And just a little bit. Little slight lag. Not so much a lag, but as a stutter. I blame the PS4. Oh, hi.
I can take a hint.
Yeah. Sounds legit. Is there another person behind us? No, there was just who we just talked to. Yeah, that's interesting. It's stuttering just a little bit when we go into a different section of the maze. Let's try the right side. Ah.
My word, stranger, you sure gave me a fright. I thought you were one of those strange sorts heaving all over the place. Maybe they got a bad batch of Purpleberry wine. Since you don't seem to be laughing maniacally or projectile vomiting, think you could do me a favor?
Well,
I'm trying to come up with a new name for a glacial age product, but the creative side of things just isn't my area of expertise. Do you happen to have any ideas?
Well, as it so happens, I freelance as a product design consultant, and my advice is not cheap.
Wow, a real consultant. And I had the good fortune for you to luck into me. I'd be delighted to pay you. So, the company I'm with is Glacial Age. Our products usually have a finer ring to them, and the product I'm trying to name is a vodka. Take your shot.
Vodka. Well, if you have a finer ring to them, I'd call it Distilled Dreams by Glacial Age, if you want to seem real uppity.
Wow, that sounds great! I'm sure my bosses will love it. And don't worry, I'll absolutely credit you in one of the product footnotes.
Uh-huh. And what is it you're trying to find a name for, anyway?
Oh, nothing all that fantastical. Just a new product idea Glacial Age R&D is working on. An idea that has nothing to do with why I'm in the Puzzlehedges.
Press X to
But
doubt.
as it so happens, I'm a little on the lost side, so thinking about it helps keep the panic at bay. If you find a map or a stepladder or something, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm beginning to fear coming here wasn't worth the trouble.
I'm gonna take a wild guess, seeing as how you're in this maze that you want to reach the center.
Close. I want what's in the center. You've heard of the competition, right? Whoever gets to the center gets a rare Rizzo's product and the chance to meet Halcyon Helen? My eyes on the rare Rizzo's product, namely the Spectrum Original, the first product Rizzo's ever made. I intend to reverse engineer it and make it Glacial Age's own.
Because it's not.
Like anyone who drinks Glacial Age is gonna know the difference.
Ooh, this is dandy. I was not expecting any feedback from field testing before I'd even created the product. I'll be sure to jot that down for future reference. All I need for my prototype is the original itself. Then I can start production.
That's ballsy. Take the prototype that's not released to the general public and then release it to the general public. So, you know you're not the only one seeking this product, right?
Reckon not. I've seen a couple of folks as out of place as, well, me. One's a lawyer. You can tell by the smell of cigarettes, booze, and tears. Must sense there's a lawsuit to be found with the original. On principle, I don't want him to get it. Also ran into a woman with a funny look in her eye. Plain told me she wanted the prize so she could stick it on a shelf. Hell's the use in that? Shelf ain't gonna help nobody.
So I'm not exactly seeing why you want my help.
It's these damn Puzzlehedges. I don't know what I look like, but I reckon it ain't like a scrapper. That place is fit to burst with mines and killer machines.
Scrapper?
No doubt the work of my rivals. Better no one can get to the original if they can't have it.
So you do realize that stealing the original make your own product is kind of dishonest?
Dishonest? I've only ever heard that word used in that arbitration serial Lawful Labelle. Rizzo steals, Spacer's Choice steals, Auntie Cleo steals. And so, if Rizzo's decides to release one of their original products for anyone to take, then it's Glacial Age's right to swoop in and be proactive.
You know, I already promised to give the original to someone else, right?
Looks like the others are getting a little more aggressive. I know it's asking a lot, but maybe you could find it for me instead? Help out a struggling R&D developer?
I'll give it some thought.
My, oh my, wouldn't it be wonderful if a freelancer could help rescue me from my horrible plight?
Feel like you're a long way from the Glacial Age offices.
Hey, when a body hasn't contributed to her R&D team in what feels like months, she starts to pursue any leads that come her way. I tested into this job, same as anyone else, but there was a malfunction with the testing equipment during my final assessment. Makes me think that maybe I wasn't cut out for this. No matter what the scores say, it ain't easy for me to make things. Only had a few successes, like little sistis, pustules that pop, or my no muss, no fuss biodegradable bullets.
Biodegradable bullets? Huh, I love those. All the firepower and none of the evidence. Eventually.
What? You know about those? I mean, that's great. Always figured my products were niche. That is, unpopular, unknown, and unprofitable. Nice to hear it ain't always so.
I'll talk to you later. I like her, like, a southern noir accent.
Here we go.
Hello, hello.
There they go. Got another fighting me.
Wanted to make sure the entrepreneur didn't have anything happen to her. Alright, we will keep on keeping on. Wait a minute. Is this the one that says... This one didn't have a huge finger that said this way, so I assume it's more legitimate. Oh, it just leads to the same place. Well, never mind. That was worth a shot, you know? And nothing here. Well, let's head this way. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, hi, corpse. What's your story? Hotel guest. Treasure must be near. I can almost smell it. Well, I could if I had any sensation in my nose or mouth. Been eating purpleberries for the last day, and though at first they were pleasant, lately it's been harder to work my jaws to chew them. 6 of us entered this maze under the pretense of a friendly hunt for the maze's secret. Only a fool would take that at face value. Carter got us lost in only a few hours, and when Sydney and some of the others became abrasive, I decided to be proactive. Fewer people to split the reward with. Before I shot him, Carter claimed that it wasn't worth it, that the treasure could be shared. He must have been desperate indeed if he thought I would fall for the same trick twice. Whatever the case, I'm sure I'll be up and searching again. I'll find the treasure, or die trying.
I just want to be your friend!
Oh, God. The friends are here. I heard you screaming. Where are you? Space aviator goggles. Oh, okay, that's where it is. It's in there. Woo!
That does it. Time for a drink?
Thank you, ladies. What do I have against happy, shiny people? Don't know. I just feel the urge to induce pain. Might as well go ahead and clear the maze. There could be something cool.
We're doing this.
Don't you frown at me!
There you are.
I'll show you
Oh,
happiness
Nyoka?
my life.
Nyoka? Nyoka, hi. Nyoka? This is like, alright, chums, let's do this. Nyoka Jenkins!
About damn time. Next time you want to...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay. Ew, someone took the original. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Captain Robin's spine. We got an epic weapon out of it, at least.
Analysis. Ground appears to be scattered with purpleberry seedlings. This particular strain is of a variety proprietary to Rissos and should not be in common use.
You notice a glass bottle containing some of the seedlings half buried in the dirt. As you turn it over, you find a label on the bottom that reads Property of Carter Reynolds, Botanist. Well, sounds like it's time to go have a word with this botanist. Congratulations, Explorer! You've reached the center of the Purpleberry Hedges. This certificate entitles you to a 5% discount on certain Rizzo's products at selected Rizzo's vending machines. Note that promise of discount is non-binding. Any failure to find Rizzo's vending machines accepting solid discount are the responsibility of the holder, not the Rizzo's Corporation. Any attempts to force a discount or dispute the grounds of this certificate's discount will be prosecuted to the full extent of lethal force. Void where prohibited. Offer void in Utah. Search the conservatory. All right. Did we examine the table proper? Wait. Hold up. It gave me something for like a split second there. Greetings and congratulations, visitor. You found your way to the center of the Purpleberry Puzzlehedges and have earned this one-of-a-kind boon, the right to look upon a one-of-a-kind Rizzo's product free of charge. We encourage you to wonder at what the Spectrum Original might taste like as you keep at least 3 feet away from the display case at all times. I hate this world so much. Like, I love playing a video game in it, but this place would be hell. Well, thanks, Nyoka, for kind of leading us over here inadvertently through your bloodlust. That's some subversive talk. Happiness is mandatory. Hi!
Halt.
Alright, ladies. Oh god, hi.
I just wanted to make you smile!
Destroyed.
Where the heck did you come from, Nyoka? Ding. Hells bells. Alright, oh look, you've got little tentacles and hands. All over the place. One more level up and we get our hacking to 100. So that's cool. And we can actually check the computer in the suite. Oh, okay. You know what? At least it's not toilet beans. It could always be worse. Now, where is the... A fried console. We already know we need to do that. Puzzlehedges. Search the conservatory. I'm far too proud to deal with toilet beans. And we're back. Oh, let's go ahead and look at our new weapon here. Oh, we also got a new perk we need to do. Increase your movements and action speed when time dilation. The collector. Precision, Cheetah, Walk Speed, Lone Wolf. Traveler, unlock the ability to fast travel while encumbered. Love it. Big fan, big fan. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at the thing. We have so many weapons. Bleed. Captain Lance Alut's bravery and martial expertise were legendary, as was his twin brother's cowardice and ineptitude. When Lance's enemies began running away, For fear of being felled by his blade, he decided to name his weapon after his brother. That's pretty 543 is pretty disgusting for a one-handed weapon. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and hand that off to the good doctor. Yeah. That is some remarkable sibling pettiness. I think everything else is very much dead here now. Because we already went into the warehouse. Oh, yes. This gentleman.
Hello again, youngster. You're certainly doing a lot of running to and fro. Don't overexert yourself. The wasp-ketos can smell weakness. Bleeding hell. Standing up like this makes the body forget how stiff it gets bent over plants all day. Oh, seems I'm not as young as I feel.
So I found this bottle at the heart of the Puzzlehedges. It says it's yours.
Oh, there that damn thing is. Thank you. I guess this proves it's wise to label your things. Otherwise, some fool might use them as prizes in an ill-advised scavenger hunt.
Found it real close to where I should have found the Rizzo's original. Strange, huh?
I will admit, I did take the original, yes. But I did so to keep it away from those who shouldn't have it. It's safer in my hands. If you're here to get it, I might suggest you give up. I'm known to be quite a stubborn git.
So what exactly do you want the original for?
I didn't want it for anything. I needed to keep it safe. Rizzo's almost never makes mistakes, but offering a classified original product to the public for free? Any upstart might grab it and use it to make Rizzo's look bad, or steal it to make a new product offshoot, or, law forbid, start a lawsuit of some kind. Better I hold on to it.
Don't you think the mines and killer mechanicals were a bit of a overreaction?
The what now? I didn't order any mines or machines. I just paid Slug to encourage people not to enter the Puzzlehedges. Figured they'd just dress somebody up like a primal and chase maze-goers, like we did after the Spectrum Black unveiling a decade back. Or maybe that was a real primal, I forget.
So, you know you taking the original makes it seem like Rizzo's lied about a prize, which is fraud.
Damnation, hadn't thought of that. Isn't my having it better than any random guest making off with it? I guess not, if it'll cause the company more trouble. Here's the original. Don't do anything with it that I wouldn't do.
Now we need to decide who to give it to. Return the formula. So, chug. Can we? Holy crap, can we? We must see. Oh, are you really gonna say no to this? Man. Tech hit, general quests. Good lord, so many things. Rizzo's Spectrum. This is a bottle of Spectrum Original, the first Rizzo Spectrum ever made. It is rather notably archematic. Yeah, it won't let me. So we're going to see. We have a choice. We can give it to the lady from Glacial. We can give it to the lawyer who's planning on basically worsening Rizzo's position. Or we can go ahead and give it to the collector who has, you know, who just wants to put it up on a shelf somewhere. Inspect it? Mm-hmm. So, out of all of these, I don't want to give it to the lady from Glacial, and my thought is either the collector, just to collect a piece of, like, lore, or the lawyer, because the lawyer is going to directly hurt Rizzo's, and we've already seen what the company has no problem doing. What do you guys think? But if it does give us the option to drink it, we are going to drink it. Need some opinions, chat. Example of what the company does? Oh lord. Well, they're doing basically... They're using brain slugs to invoke mandatory happiness. God, what else has Rizzo's done? Bioweapons? There's all kinds of nastiness. I mean, they're about nasty as all the other corporations here. This is the only one that's going to be, like, directly, like, corporate damage. So let's see.
I'm glad you're back. The sooner I gain your assistance, the sooner I can leave these miserable outdoors and return to my temperature-controlled office. I'm sure you have questions.
I have the original. Here you go.
Ah, finally! Where have you been all my life, my darling? You and I will make quite a team, won't we? Your pay, good freelancer. I shall win this case in your honor.
Alrighty. Should we go talk to the others? Like, hey, you can leave this place now.
The Spectrum original appears to have vanished, as it shall from the history books. An unfortunate waste, but at least it won't be missed, like everything in this colony.
See, that's just meh. There was no reason to give it to her. That was the more enticing. Oh god, did she die? Oh, there you are.
Seems all my bumbling around this maze was for naught. Someone else got what I was after. But at the moment, I'm more worried about finding a way out.
Can't push you to the door. Well, at least all the dangers have been dealt with, so she can only die of starvation. A happy ending. Now, let's go ahead and head back and turn in the rest of this stuff, and then I believe that we are going to be completely done with the orchards. We can't drink the relic, and it sucks. That is something that Wretch would do. Whoa, hi.
We didn't even get our hands dirty. Nice one.
Hi, big guys. Oh, that's a big rock.
Go after them.
We are the primal killers. Hi.
Really running down. Who wanted to give me the tile? I'm not gonna let you. Tile, damn you! I'll show you happiness.
Nice.
Get it, Gorian. Again and again. Just wanted to check and see if there was anything else around the maze that was worth exploring. Yeah, there's something over there that, like, loads and actually causes a spurt. Interesting. Tactical shotgun. More things to sell. How dare they still steal your lines? Alright. Let's get out of here. Don't want to keep on looking for caves and such. I wonder if we have any other, like, upgrades that would be really good for the vermin. May have to check once we get to another workbench. Maybe when we get back to the penthouse. Take a look-see. Now, I think the only place that we have not gone into is right here. So let's see what's going on. Or even if there is anything going on. I'm just waiting for the beep beep beep. Wow, okay. Thought there would be a door to enter. Oh. It's a robot. Go ahead and sell our ill-gotten gains here with the lovely Sydney.
Hi again. Might I recommend a Rizzo's Dark Matter bar? It's so dark not even light can pierce it. Isn't science wonderful? Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you at a low, low price.
Isn't she beautiful, Vito? Oh, tactical shotgun. Sell our junk. We got an eye patch. It gives us more lie. We already have one of those. The eye patch isn't worth it. Standard trooper armor. Laboratory outfit. We're keeping the hacking gloves though. Or the hacking goggles. Now comes the annoying part. I wish there was an option just to put this as food. But now we need to go back to our vodka collection. Okay, we still got black, which is great. I think we had indigo. I think we only had one of those, unfortunately, so hopefully we'll be able to grab more of them. Okay, we're back to having only booze.
You're back, I see. Glad Slug hasn't managed to scare you off.
I think it's more of a wonder that nothing in these law-forsaken orchards has managed to kill them.
How's the investigation going? You got a complete report for me yet?
Oh, it's doing that thing where the FPS goes absolutely crap after selling a bunch of stuff. I've completed my investigation.
All right, let's hear the details.
I took care of the Roman exterminator automechs.
Huh. You didn't destroy any of them? Reckon I would have lost that bet. Thanks.
One less expense for you to explain to your bosses, Hathaway. Lucky you.
So what were the fine details of the sabotage anyhow? Were Slug's lackeys trying to get the mechanicals to kill all our waspitos?
You worried that Slug's trying to mess with your livelihood?
Of course. And what better way to do that than by targeting our pollinizers? They'd be a hell of a pain to kill manually, but if you set the mechanicals to do it...
In your delusional fantasy, the waspitos wouldn't be out until next pollinization cycle. Wouldn't someone notice the rampant mechanicals beforehand?
That seems like a question you should be asking yourself.
Is there a way to manually initiate a pollinization cycle?
Well, yes, it's possible to manually start and end cycles in Hive Control, but we keep a careful watch on it. And there have been no non-Rizzo's personnel in or out.
Stop wasting everyone's time, Hathaway. What you're proposing is infinitely less likely than an idiot maneuver by one of your incompetent workers. I won't hear any further slander.
A drink was spilled over the processing console and shorted it out.
A drink? I ain't never heard of no saboteur dumping drinks all over equipment to destroy it. I hate to say it, but that sounds more like worker carelessness.
How many times do I have to tell you this, old man? Slug isn't behind your problems. Slug wouldn't even need to cause you problems. Your own workers do enough.
And an herbicide was mixed in with the fertilizer, which ended up killing the saplings.
Ha! Knew Slug was behind the damn sabotage.
Please. We're subtle, but that's too subtle. If we wanted to destroy your saplings, you'd have known them by the blackened remnants of their stems, not some half-assed poisoning. Let's go through this one final time so even you can't confuse it, Hathaway. Slug didn't do a damn thing to your orchards. You're chasing ghosts.
Talk about ghosts all you like, but someone was screwing with my orchards. If it wasn't Slug, then who the hell was it?
Say nothing.
You picked a hell of a time to lose your tongue over there, friend. I guess I can't force you to tell me anything, but the peace of mind would have been worth much to me.
Normally I'm all for being difficult, but maybe we ought to tell him.
I don't want to get Anna in trouble. She wanted, despite the fact that she was incompetent, she also wanted to... She wanted to help. Oh, fine. You tell him.
It was Anna. She did it all.
Summers? The intern? I didn't really take her for a meddlesome type. But now that I think about it, that's why she'd be a perfect saboteur. I'll deal with her later. Right now, we of the orchards have to settle things with Slug. I reckon that you're about as impartial a third party as we're gonna get. Can you mediate?
Ah, what the hell. The orchardist seems to get off on complicating what should be a simple deal, but at this point, I just want to be paid and go. The pollen in the air is agitating.
Well, Rizzo's will have bits to spare after the Brown unveiling. You could pay him. With interest.
Never like paying bits if I ain't gotta, but you're right. If we get production finished now, we'll be able to pay later. Thoughts, Slug Boy?
I think that's the first interesting suggestion I've heard since our back and forth began. Slug can wait for an increase in costs. I hope we won't have this conversation again.
Now that that's out of the way, we can discuss the intern. If she was really causing all that trouble, I will delight in severing her from her job.
Ooh. So what should we do here, guys? It's always weird because sometimes you're going to have the Rizzo's employees that are just going to be like, oh, well, it's time for mandatory happiness. See, that's the thing that's worrying me. That if we keep on Okay. I think you should just let her keep doing what she's been doing.
Ha! Good one. Your dead serious tone really sold the joke. Oh. Wait a second. I get it. You've gone nuts. Why in the void-damned black heart of Eridanos would I ever do that?
She was framed. You're dealing with the machinations of another group.
You're trying to tell me there's another layer to this shit? You better not try to tell me she was framed by Slug.
You know, Primals got in from the Wilderness Reserve, and now they're all drunk and disorderly.
Oh, laws, this is worse than I thought. We'll have to let hunters in just to purge them. The intern stays. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Can't believe I almost made a huge mistake. Here's your pay. Now I gotta start thinking about how we're gonna meet our productivity quota. Ugh.
That sounds like a heaping helping of not my problem. Oh, you got 3 ads? I'm sorry, Dama. Alright, track down the profit of profitability, but now we need to go ahead and report to the administrator once again. Let's go zip down here. Yay! We have yet to botch any of these. Let us head back to the penthouse. Been a while since we spent all of last stream just hanging out in the orchards. You know, it's still crazy to me, even despite the long load times, how quick time passes for me when I'm playing this game.
Hey, I've been ready to confront that guy. I was just gonna wait until he really embarrassed himself.
What the heck's going on in here? Rizzo's Rangers mascot. You have a giant head helmet? Okay, hold on. Where the Moon Man at? Yeah, we probably need to, don't we? Hold up. Yeah.
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
I was like, who is this? Oh yeah, I forgot. We put Parvati in the bellhop costume, didn't we?
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture.
God, look at this motley crew. Love them.
Cereals are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
All right, let's go ahead and use the workbench. I want to repair. Now, what mods do we have right now? Critical damage dealt. We got the Fun Times Barrel, Whisper Quiet Muzzler. Nothing there. Mag 2 Ray. Plasma, Shock. I think we've just got, yeah. And then Gyro Sight. Sight improves the damage dealt after armor penetration. Yeah. But also I've got 20% less ranged weapon spread. Yeah, let's just stay with what we've got. In terms of our armor, which I am currently still wearing the remodeled low pressure suit, augmented reinforcement. Nothing good there. I think we're good on everything for the most part.
When it comes to on-the-go cleanliness, SAM units murder the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like.
So, you go ahead and give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you.
Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise. And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot's honor.
And what kind of job is that exactly?
I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message, something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter.
Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck. Found it already, and it's pretty incriminating.
You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of Purpleberry punch. Oh, law, Birdie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise.
You know, you're gonna tell me what you know right now, or they'll have to rinse your remains out of that mascot outfit.
What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The Pilot House complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
You know, I wonder if we were able to, if we killed him, if we would have been able to get the hat. Oh. Okay, wigs. I guess that makes sense. Her hair was different in the, in that little intro movie we saw. Okay, those look like tile work being taken out. Alright, I think we're good. Yeah, the Akbar senses are a tingling. For sure.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasp-ketos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
And more than a few lives. That doesn't bother you?
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious.
You think?
But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Reach for a cigarette. The plot thickens, Administrator.
You have my attention.
Helen insisted on touring Rizzo's R&D lab.
Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
Hey, Bigley. Well, she spent a little time at the orchards. I found evidence she was at a picnic.
A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
And someone stole some data from one of your terminals in research and development.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Well, you can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Our thief had resources.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with.
And that also happened just before the Waspito attack. So someone was actually trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else?
Are you doing the Twitch lurking before bed? Gotcha. I've done that many a time. Dr. Blossom's dead. Murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector, as if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
Well, she was in trouble when I found her. The other workers had turned violent.
Her commitment to her NDA was admirable.
Wow.
I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin.
Well, all I know is she recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
I'll let you know if I learn anything else.
This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
Speak to Dr. Goodnight. Today I learned there's a hotel coroner. So, you mind telling me why there was a suspicious-looking mascot in my room?
Why was there a suspicious-looking mascot in your room? I'm afraid I don't understand. Is this the lead-up to a joke?
Is there something about my tone that suggests I'm joking?
My apologies. I can tell you're not, as they say in Terra 2, twisting my limb. I don't know why there was a mascot in your room. The Grand Colonial doesn't offer that kind of room service, I think.
I'm actually wondering if I need to tell him everything. It was a misunderstanding. I just wanted to know if you had anything to do with it.
I most certainly did not. My policy toward Eridanos is one of, shall we say, benign negligence. I keep my distance and don't involve myself unless necessary. In any case, let me apologize for this unfortunate business. I'm sure this mascot meant no harm.
I'll take your word for it.
Was there anything else?
I'll be back. Interesting. Now let's look at the evidence chain here. This board is covered with a loose collection of photographs and papers. Suspects. You know, I kind of want to look at this until we get everything. But the good doctor has been killed. Everything else looks horrible. Okay. Well, before we go talk to the hotel coroner, I think it's good that we go ahead and go meet that mascot.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
Felix and Ellie? Yeah, that sounds good. Yoka has had her time to shine. Well, with, like, single-handedly running through the hedge maze. Killing anything in her wake. Yuck. Is it weird? I was like, as a tequila drinker myself, the concept of a worm at the bottom of the bottle is not a foreign one to me. But I think it's just the fact that it's brown liquor is the thing that, like, puts it over the line for me. Hey, Tracer. How's it going, boss? Those are some of the brain slugs, Vito. It's the same thing, I think, that was coming out of that lady's neck that you were somewhat fascinated with. Those are the happiness bugs, trademark. Okay, oh, we can get something new with Felix. What do you got? Felix deals increased damage when using tossball weapons. Well, you are in luck. The Prince of Tossball. Go to the meeting spot. Alright. Well, looks like we actually may head back. Okay, we're going to head back into the hotel. Biggly, thank you very much for that follow. Cool. Hope to see you in another stream soon. Later days. Now I'm like looking to see if there's any kind of like slug related thing on these pages and papers. Oh, thank you, Tracer. I appreciate that. Hope everything is going well in your world. Dr. Goodnight. Like, I knew there was a doctor involved. I didn't know it was like the hotel coroner is like the official title. Oh dear. Hello, Helen. Can you not close her eyes?
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report.
Well, let's go ahead and hear it.
Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure.
And you sure it just wasn't the hotel food?
The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin. Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food.
Well, this too shall pass. When we were talking, you called her Ruth Bellamy, not Halcyon Helen.
Oh, how curious. I do believe you're right. I wonder if this has something to do with the autopsy process. She was Halcyon Helen up until the moment I brought her to the operating table. But as soon as I cut her open, I stopped thinking of her as Halcyon Helen. It's almost as if she stopped being an icon and became a human being.
guess that makes sense.
I had a feeling you'd understand.
I noticed you had patient logs on your terminal.
I do keep logs of every patient I treat. Despite appearances, I'm not merely a coroner. I'm also the Grand Colonial's only, and therefore greatest, doctor.
Oh. You sound pretty happy with your work.
I'm very pleased with my work. Cedric Kincannon is an outstanding employer. What I'm about to tell you, do me a favor and keep this between us.
Inspect his honor.
That's what I like to hear. I'd much rather work for Slug than Rizzo's. Rizzo's makes a great show about the happiness of its workers, but I think it's all rather artificial. I'm paid well. I work hard. I'm given respect and a reasonable degree of freedom. Cedric Kincannon runs a tight ship. Most of us enjoy working for Slug.
I'll bear that in mind. Thanks.
Will there be anything else?
We'll talk later. Alrighty. Oh, we need to see if maybe there's... Autopsy report. Ruth Bellamy. An autopsy report on Ruth Bellamy, formerly Halcyon Helen. Could this be the apex of my profession? Bellamy's corpse shows evidence of several possible causes of death, but I've determined the killing blow was plasma damage to her upper vertebrae, occipital bone, and cerebellum. Death was instantaneous and painless. Frankly, her death may have come as a relief. She was unwell prior to the attack. High concentration of poisonous compounds in her stomach lining, ingested during her last meal. Not lethal, but uncomfortable in the extreme. Spencer Woolrich complained of similar stomach ailments. Is this a problem common to professional actors? Oh, we need to go see our buddy. This is what you imagine Vito looks like. 9 to 5 liquid.
The brochure never mentioned anything about mosquito attacks. What other dangers are they hiding from us?
Where'd you go? Ah.
Does being on the case give us temporary immunity? Think they'll let us confiscate a few stray bits?
And that's pretty much it. What? Can I talk to you anymore because we freed you? Oh.
Greetings, esteemed Liberator. This unit has gained a new file.
Yeah, that was good. I'm just happy that it happened. Now let's go ahead and get access to the VIP floors.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
You know, I thought the penthouse was being cleaned for my stay, but it's a little bit of a pigsty.
Oh, my. Well, that is certainly odd and alarmingly unacceptable. Allow me to check the service records. Ah, yes. Not to worry, Inspector. It was indeed cleaned for you. Except for the evidence, which is all of Helen's stuff.
I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
Well, the only guest that would have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Thank you, concierge. Check out Richie Cunningham there. Hey, Doc.
Aha! Always so nice to hear you, Inspector. I'll get you to your floor on the double.
I'd like to visit the VIP floor now.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
You know, it also could be her, too, because she seems to know everything going on because she has access to, like, the cameras and the, you know? I think it could be anyone. That's one of the great things about when a murder mystery is like that. Reminds me of Knives Out. Could be one. Oh, she could have a crucial piece of evidence, but doesn't realize it. You're right.
You hear about that stunt with the woolly cows? That was great, wasn't it?
Birdie's a good fella. Powerful temper, though.
My voice is Daniel Craig from Knives Out. Weird you say that. So, just real quick to let you guys know, I found out that Daniel Craig, after he finishes the James Bond film, one of his projects is another movie playing the character from Knives Out, which I am actually really excited for, because that character was awesome.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
The same cast in different roles, that would be amazing. Oh, Zeke Hannigan. You guys got some parcheesi, I think it's called, right there. Or kind of like Chinese checkers. Pilot. Wait. We need to check this before we decide to commit a felony. Where's our food? Did we lose our bottle of Violet? Nope, we got Violet. Yeah, like American Horror Story. That'd be great. Steel Classic Semi-Formal. Classic Wear Express. Gonna test our luck here. So, real quick. So, a friend of mine was talking about the D&D movie, and they thought it would be amazing if, like, during the course of the D&D movie, one of the characters dies, and then when you go to the next town, the actor shows back up, but playing a completely different character in class. Like, the person re-rolled a character and is back in the campaign. I thought that's an amazing concept.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
And what exactly brings the Rangers to Eridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. How about you, fella? You after a signature?
Nah, I think I'll pass.
He's just being coy. Anyway, where was I? Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
Yeah, what's his favorite team? I forgot which one it was. I don't think he's a fan of the Rangers, though. How long you been with the Rangers, Zeke?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
Well, before you do that, I had some questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
So, go ahead and tell me about Birdie and Helen.
Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper. Helen kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think Birdie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
Well, can you think of anyone else who would have wanted to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty.
And where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keen's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking.
Hey, Doom.
Guess Constable Keen saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
And was Buddy in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away? I can't rightly remember. But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Let's go ahead and talk about something else then.
What can I do for you?
That's all for now. Appreciate you. Did we get like some sort of epic clothing? Oh no, just classic wear express. Leadership skills +5. Ooh, there's vending. Love the vending machines at the hotels. Hello, hello. We're just here to acquire all of your personal belongings. Yeah, the fashionista friend. What? Rest in peace. Massacre. Oh, look, they put Purpleberry bunch on the pillows. Apple cider. Ooh.
Ooh, what'd you find?
Classic wear Umbra. Well, this was lovely. Hello, everyone. Protagonist here. I caught them. Oh. That didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Hey, it's my room at a con. Not really.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
It's only a few bottles. Okay, is there anyone in here who can get... Hey, Nova. Okay, Guthrie.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I know. Ooh, there's a picture of Helen. So this must be his room. Another dissident queen. Good lord.
A single footprint. Size 10. Tossball cleat sized.
Amplify. Analyze the footprint for any residue.
The soil in this residue contains a very high concentration of oxygen.
And where can we find a high concentration of oxygen on Eridanos?
The most likely origin of the residue comes from the pilot house. The pilot house controls the breathable atmosphere surrounding the Eridanos complex.
Yeah, this isn't enough of a lead. Better keep looking around. Oh, is this Indigo? Oh wait, there's something else. Where you at?
The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
Looks like I can make out the words station, meeting point, and emergency.
Your observation is correct and quite astute.
Ooh, maybe they had to put a body in storage. That would be fun.
Hold. Any idea when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
Well, then the clues I found point me to the Phaeton Pilot House's weather monitoring station. I love the fact that they call it Phaeton. Like, if you don't know who Phaeton is, it's a legend of basically someone who stole, I believe, Zeus's chariot, and Zeus didn't like that, so got shot out of the sky.
We're all seeing that woolly cow, right? Not just me? Okay, good.
When I'm sleeping, yeah, probably. Okay, we'll just be very... This toss ball, signed by Bertie Blackhole Holcomb, was presented to Dr. Margrave on a special guest episode of Space Hospital to thank her for removing a toss ball stick embedded in his head.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh god, alright. Oh, don't shoot the thing.
Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations. Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo Spectrum vodka. Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
And we recruit him to the crew. And the recommended maximum blood alcohol ratio for a woolly cow is?
0.
So a cow can't have a good time in this colony?
This unit has not been programmed to include bovine jurisprudence in its library of information. A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Club.
And was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Well, it may be one of those things. We can't... Nyoka would look at it and be like, meat's back on the menu, boys. Wide-brimmed hat. The Fall Plaid Collection. Definitely stick in the hat. Okay, Mukau. Go ahead and you do you. You go ahead and sleep it off. God help whoever has to deal with your hangover. It ain't gonna be me. We got something. There was something that looked special. I think it was called Signed. Yep, there it is. Signed Tossball Stick from Spacer's Choice, 735 DPS. Well, guess what, Felix? It is your time to shine. So I guess we go in there. But that means we break into other rooms.
How'd you do that so fast?
Well, that's because I've got our boy Felix here with us. Okay, can't look at there. And he gets a buff for tossball weapons. Exactly.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
Thank you, Ellie. Freeman business suit. Mr. Freeman. Night on the town. That's an epic one. I bet you. Night on the town. Ooh, fancy. Okay, here, let me, one sec. You guys can see these. Very fashionable. Yes, yes. Let's look at the plate, or, oh, okay, that's not good. You look like a posh Al Borland. Very kind of Doc Holliday-ish, that one. And the classic wear. Okay, let's do this. Can we put on the... Yeah, I mean, that is very gunfighter-ish, for sure. We go ahead and put on our normal gear again. I bet some of that stuff sells for a good amount of coin. I know the junk does, for sure. Oh lord, hi. Red band fedora.
Nice going.
Everyone's got the glacial water, and the little fridges are a nice touch, too. Revolver Mark III. Ooh. Plaid collection. Classic wear, classic wear. Alright. Another red band fedora. Stimulation. Gonna be one of those trips, I see. Alright, looking good. We've almost cleared the VIP. Oh! I've heard so much about you. The Oxonian? Chinese servo? This isn't stealing. Coolant tank? Our buddy's gonna love us. We show off this haul. Aww! Did we cause a spark? Oh, I hope we did. I hope the fact that he could go out, that the chef could go out. Oh, 1000. Can someone please look that up? And if you're watching this on YouTube, tell me what that says. Looks like they all say the same thing, too. Oh, look, he has different, like, cummerbund kind of things. Look again? Oh, okay, first off, here's this one too. So there's that one. And then that one. I know there's some reflection that's gonna be annoying, but... And then... this one. Right above the sights. Oh, there's one here too. Holy crap. Yeah, there's a lot to look at here, guys, so if anyone feels compelled to go through that, I would appreciate it. Can we talk?
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
That is awesome. They remember us from the acting quest that we did in Byzantine. Well, I see you've had some work done. Who upgraded you?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded to adhere to board-certified standards. The most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. Banter protocol exhausted, reverting to default behavior, grieving and despair. Oh, Halcyon Helen, may your atoms be commended to the Aether.
So you knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly over the Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001. Anything Halcyon Helen can do, this unit can do slightly worse.
Does that include dying?
This unit has been programmed to simulate existential dread. Watch Burbage 3001 contemplate its mortality in the critically acclaimed drama, Waiting for Results. This unit has not yet completed its grief cycles, randomizing despair tables. Oh, Helen, is there no justice in the world?
I'm leaving now. I like it. Okay, so here's the picture again. Right there. You got that and the one above. Okay. So now we've got this one right here. And this one, which that one's going to be the hardest one because the glare off the yellow. I'm curious about Spencer doing the upgrades on him. Is he like Spencer's robot? I don't know if they mentioned that before. I have a bad memory. Oh, good call. Okie dokie, wish you luck. Alright, good luck. Grab the flywheel. Piston. I will leave you to your oils. Now, do we have enough time to talk to Spencer here?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh, Lord. He is very aware of himself. With great fortune to you, Spencer Woolrich. He has kind of a... what's his name? Errol Flynn. You are talented, you are magnificent, you are a joy for others to be around. You are definitely not a 2-bit hack. You bring life to the world around you through the art of theater. I'm good enough. I'm smart enough.
Discrepancy detected nearby.
And darn it, people like me. It came from Edgewater. Halcyon Knights. I want it. Better give it to me. Oh. How much grieving are you doing? Hee. Whoa. Spencer's strongly worded letter to Chef Anwar. How many times must I speak to you about your inept meal preparation? Not too salty, it upsets my palate. Not too sweet, it upsets my palate. No nanners, I hate them. No tripicale, I'm allergic. I have come to you time and time again on 35 different occasions, in fact. Yes, I have actually counted. And what do I get after my after-lunch pre-dinner? Fried nanners on a bed of braised tripicale. I'm through with peering over your shoulder, clearly instructing you on how my meals must be prepared if you're simply going to ignore me. Instead, I shall say this. Should I become ill for any reason at all related to your cooking, I shall make positively certain that management not only strips you of your job, but your uniform as well, and deposits you nude in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve to be torn apart by mantisaurs. And, you know what? Taking your money, too. You can keep your smokes. You'll need them when you realize that you have been taken for a ride. Danger Close by Spencer Woolrich, Act 7, Scene 15. I wonder what this is going to be like compared to the fanfic that we saw. Johann Danger, played as always by the dashing Spencer Woolrich, stands, hands clasped, on the roof of the pilot house. He is deeply absorbed in thought, his furrowed brow and downturned lips making his refined face look all the more handsome. There's a knock on the door. Enter Lionel, Danger's faithful manservant. Sir, what's the matter? Everyone's looking for you. They want to celebrate how you single-handedly saved Eridanos from Boss Masher and the dissident junk ship. Ah, Lionel, thank you for coming to get me. I'd love to rejoin the others, truly I would. What? But when I fired my home-built anti-craft cannon, destroying the junk ship with a single shot, a flaming piece of shrapnel landed in the middle of the Rizzo's distillery. Several workers were killed, but worst of all, the damage to the facility will take thousands of bits to repair. Sir, you're much too hard on yourself. Though this facility was damaged, you saved hundreds of lives by destroying the dissidents. If those people would have been freed by the dissidents, that is, killed, the losses in future capital would have been much worse. You saved our corporations from that fate. Perhaps you're right, my friend. Perhaps you're right. I am, sir. Now come along. Let us drink a refreshing bottle of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown in celebration of your victory. I'd like that very much. Uh-huh. Alright, guys. Well, believe it or not, he is focused on those mannequins, isn't he?
When I was I was always in the Marketeers camp. But I just didn't want to admit I was a fan of Helen's.
Sorry, Felix, I did not mean to talk to you. This seems like
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
a good place to go ahead and end the stream for the time being. So we'll go ahead and investigate Spencer's room and also talk to him, but it looks like all roads are leading to the Phaeton, like, oxygen distillery facility, because that's also where we have to go meet the Rizzo's mascot as well. So things are starting to come together, and everything's basically streamlined too, which I appreciate. We'll end it here and pick it up in the next stream. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you haven't followed the Twitch channel, please do so. I try and stream on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays with random times in between. And if you're watching the replay of this on YouTube, I have a link to the Twitch channel in the description below, as well as a link to my Extra Life page where I'm raising money for my local Children's Miracle Network hospital via the incredible Extra Life charity. So check out those links if you feel so inclined. Like, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill there. And we will see you next time. Later days, everyone.